Welcome, name's Joyce 37. Welcome to the show. Really to discuss mass situation, and I'm hoping that this is no opportunity to speak on the matter. Speak on the fact that now are no longer called. So particularly students, I'm sure they would probably just not consider too much as to whether it's irrelevant extraction or subtraction. But maybe they have. But even more importantly, I think for the parents. Now, I'm bringing to you something worth considering. There is Nigeria as a nucleus, and then there is the world. There is the world where we fit into, or we're supposed to fit into. I hear that one of the reasons that this was certainly considered was the government was needing to reduce malpractice. That's one of the reasons that they gave, that this is aimed at reducing malpractice. I'm thinking, if we're having to expunge something, or we're minimizing the necessity, or maybe, in the end it's even not necessary, but we're removing it from a necessary list and subjecting it to, it's not so necessary, particularly for art students. Is that something that we're doing here that needs revisiting? And I thought the Nigerian public should speak on this. So one of the reasons being that they gave is, students are cheating too much. Let's, minimize the obstacles, maintain standard, but minimize the obstacles or the situations that could lead to cheating. Does that say something about the way we teach students? Maybe it's about time we confront the method of teaching. Because if students are teaching, certainly there's a gap between speaker and listener, or there is a gulf between, comprehension and maybe even zeal. That's a way you probably would teach a child, and the child loses both focus and zeal. Is there a way that we're teaching students that has brought about the lack of interest, and suddenly when there is a necessity to test them on those subjects, they need to cheat? Or is it that the system now, given that the teachers don't even teach as much these days, or they don't teach with so much enthusiasm, when it comes to examinations, the easy thing to do is just give them the answers. There's no point. So there's that. And if the government is saying we want to reduce that, well, then there is the Nigerian in the marketplace. There's the Nigerian in the world. I think the more we step into science and a world fundamentally framed by science and technology, I want to know what you think. It's really come to the zeros and the ones, the additions and the subtractions, the entire framework of whether it is engineering, robotics. You can see physics. You can see how math really has an underlying role that it plays in all of these things. So to totally remove it, is that the best outcome? And are you concerned that this may, in some sense, be a reduction in the standard? Do you think we're really just reducing standard just to accommodate for... They say they're not reducing standard. I need to say that. They say, no, we're not touching standard here. Do you agree with that? Do you think, well, no, this is an adjustment of the goalpost. You're moving standards to accommodate for what appears to be influencing factors that has brought us here. So we need to talk about that. Then there is this situation out in Abuja. The traffic, people have been complaining about the traffic in Abuja. And so you follow the situation. Showore and a few other persons are on the streets. No, actually, I hear a handful of people actually on the streets in protest of protesting the detention of Nnamdi Kanu. And it's not a conversation I like to have often, but I think we have arrived at this place where, given this presidential pardon, given the position of the government, and of course the right of the president to determine who gets the presidential pardon. Let's talk about the detention of Nnamdi Kanu and the fact that we look at the Nigerian headlines every now and again, and terrorists have been, in some cases, charged to court. In other cases, many other cases, the government had to disagree with that outcome because they thought, well, both kinetic and non-kinetic measures are necessary, and one would be, let's have them back in society. If we are doing that with terrorists, certainly Nnamdi Kanu, is he the worst sinner? Should we extend the same grace that we have extended to terrorists to him, given the fact that he's been in detention for a while, and the government has at this point not been able to reach a certain conclusion? Should we suggest to the ruling party or the government to consider amnesty or, forgiving him, release him? Because at least we have seen something in that effect happen in this country. So we're not just pulling ideas out of thin air. We're not telling the government to do what the government has not done. Do you think it's lawful? Do you think it's moral to grant him amnesty the same way others have been granted? It's going to be a very delicate and interesting conversation to have this afternoon. But first, I want David to share some information with you. And when he's done, remember you're on the sunny side and we are Nigeria Info.
Said information is *347*880*3#, or you could just go to the website to www.oneplay.ng. The whole point of this is that we have 200,000 naira plus in a pot waiting for you to come and get it, and you get it by just playing the game. *347*880*3#. That is a USSD code that you must play, to play the game. Or you could just go to our website at www.oneplay.ng, click on Nigeria Info, and start playing the One Play game. Each ticket is going to cost you 500 naira. Literally, upon playing, within a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw as soon as your payment is confirmed for the ticket. Now, the more you play, the better your chances of winning, and you get to win across almost every show on every given weekday in a week. Now, at the conclusion of the week, Friday is what I mean, 500,000 naira will be sitting in another jackpot waiting for you to win. Now, there's every now and again a celebratory jackpot, but this one is our standard jackpot. Week in, week out, it's 500 naira waiting for one lucky person to come and walk away with it. Your chances of winning are pretty much the same whether you play by way of oneplay.ng, as in the website, or you go through the USSD code that is *347*880*3#. Remember to play responsibly and make sure you are playing above the age of 18, because underage players will definitely not get paid. One Play is registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission. Keep on playing to keep on winning. You're there.
We're going to quickly go from the break when we return. You have the numbers to call 020127709993, 020146579190, and on WhatsApp 08095975805. The Sunny Side, welcome. My name's Joyce.
Activate. We are radio active on 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Joyce.
All right, so a little backstory. So I hope you're already aware that there's an ongoing protest right now in Abuja. Protesters converged at the nation's capital on Monday, demanding the release of detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, and here now, the last 45 minutes, we just had an update that the security operatives comprising the police and army have blocked the Unity Fountain Avenue of the Free Nnamdi Kanu protest in Abuja. Now, just so that we are following through on what has been a moving story, I want to just quickly remind you of the allegations against Nnamdi Kanu, because given that we're trying to focus on the consideration of release or maybe a presidential pardon or maybe even an actual prosecution, like, the end of all of this long detention. You tell us what the government should tell the people. We have found him guilty and here is what we think he deserves by way of judgment. But here are the charges against him, and I'm going to attempt to quickly run through them in an attempt to save time. They say against him, committed an act of terrorism against Nigeria and its people by allegedly making a broadcast received and heard in Nigeria with intent to intimidate the population, threatened that people would die and that the world will stand still. Issued, and this is that's one count charge against Kanu. Another count charge: issued a death threat against anyone who flouted the sit-at-home order. As a result, banks, schools, markets, shopping malls, fuel stations domiciled in the eastern states of Nigeria must not open for business, and that cost the country money. He professed himself to be member of the leader of IPOB, a proscribed organization in Nigeria. That's third. Fourth is inciting incited members of the public in Nigeria in furtherance of an act of terrorism against Nigeria and its people to hunt and kill Nigerian security personnel. And the last against him, inciting members of the public in Nigeria to hunt and kill families of Nigeria's security personnel. This has been a very sensitive issue. It's also because even as a Nigerian, we talk about the North, and every now and not so often again, we talk about the East. I'm from the East, and I don't even have the heart to measure the kind of news that comes out from the East. It's also why I don't talk about it a lot. When I hear about the killings of the people, I then struggle to figure, so what exactly is this about? Because you hear someone didn't sit at home and was violated. And at some point, you're not even sure what you're looking at. You're not sure if this is IPOB or if this is another group, a breakout group that is onto something sinister. Because you hear people died, this one died, and somewhere in all of that, you hear there's a Fulani attack. It's just been a nightmare, particularly for Easterners. And I'll say in a stretch, for Nigeria to have a country where you're having pockets of conflicts. And while we sit and wait for a resolution or some kind of clarity and to bring those who perpetrate these kinds of disorder to justice, it does quite appear that the end isn't quite in sight. I mean, we hope and pray for peace. And then, of course, there's the charges against him, which one may, in favor or against, decide to debate. But according to the stance of the federal government, these are the things they say they have proof of. So why is this whole court process taking so long? Plus, well, given that now the only conversation in the air, or at least one of the very interesting conversations we have in the media sphere, is the presidential pardon. And you go through the list and you think, oh, okay, this is mercy at play indeed. And of course, the president reserves the right to show mercy to whom he deems worthy of it. But maybe, besides the list being reviewed, should we add to the list that there are people who need to be reconsidered? First of all, the list being reconsidered, you think about it. The government wants to review the list. Okay, we'll hold our breath there. Let's talk. Welcome to the show, Nigeria Info. You on the sunny side. If you can hear me, good afternoon. I lost you. Please make it back. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, Joyce, good afternoon, my sister.
Good afternoon, welcome. Tell us your name, go ahead.
Mba from Elasa. Joyce, as Mr. Mba is calling you now, I'm at home, sit at home protest. Solidarity with my senior brother, Nnamdi. You see, look at the way Nigeria federal government imposed IPOB terrorists. But IPOP are busy flying flag all over the world. I mean, the country who know the intent of terrorism. Look at the way you listed it. Simon Ekpa is not under foremost. Finland judge him. Kanu has spent 5 years in Nigeria judiciary. No court have judged him. The other one quitted and discharged him. Yet another court hold him. Is that a law? Is that a country? Look at the way you narrated it. I appreciate you, my sister. Because in the north, they will capture terrorists who burn houses, who kill police, who kill army. And they will sew a uniform to them and grant ammunition to them with rocket launchers, with ammunition, and they will call them Diarok. But immediately it happened in the southern east, in the eastern part, because they claim we are one Nigeria. But I follow some Igbo man, I am not of Nigeria. After the Civil War, then they separated us and gave us the back seat in Nigeria. And they only use one Nigeria to a sort what belong to us. But they came to the power. It came to the Nigeria system. We are not there to be found. Count it in
you
Osun
can't say
State.
you are not Nigerian.
In Osun.
You are in Nigeria, so that of course.
I'm in Nigeria, but I'm not in part. This is a free world. If I decide to travel to Ghana now, Mba will go and stay. But originally from Nigeria, Igbos are not Nigeria.
Do you think the federal government needs to do what exactly? Grant him amnesty, or at least
they will never.
The entire legal process?
They will never, because as an Igbo man, they can never. You're a journalist. Tell me terrorists from the north who are in custody of federal government. Name one for them. Prove one for me to prove me wrong.
Well, no, there have been terrorists held by the government, even charged to court. So if
name one of them, name in this program, name one. Is it the people that are granting amnesty? Then so-called integrated them into Nigeria's force. Is it that one? Is it because now the can is an Igbo man? You see, let me tell you, anybody that came and said self-determination, let me be free from Nigeria, you become a terrorist. But anybody who are full of terrorism because he came from the people that Britain give the throne of Nigeria.
Well, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it. Good afternoon to you. Hello, welcome.
Hello, good afternoon, Joyce.
Good to have you. Welcome. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the merchant man.
Real quick. You have a minute and a half.
Okay, yes, what is happening in Nigeria is so disheartening that the real terrorists are being rewarded and being given amnesty and allowed to express their will and say what they want, and anything they mention that they want to be done for them are being done, even on the course of the so-called negotiation with them. I don't know if you are privileged to see the amount of sophisticated weapons these people were going to the so-called amnesty with. At the end of the day, everybody allowed them, the soldiers allowed them to go. But this is a man, I don't know if you've watched some footages coming in from Abuja. You can see how Nigerians are rising to speak for the truth. Because I can remember of some of the Hausa people he met in detention. He voluntarily spoke on their behalf, even paid for some of them. So Nigerians are beginning to realize that this guy is not a separatist like some other people normally choose to call him. That this guy is a man who speaks for the oppressed, who does not care what it might be.
I must interrupt you here because I'm due for a break. Hopefully you're able to wait or call me back, okay? Thank you.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
As we mark another client service week, Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Nigeria Info, Kids FM, and Ariwa Radio want to thank and appreciate our reputable clients for your continuous patronage to our brands. Coca-Cola, Netflix, Nestle PLC, Tolerap, MTN, Airtel, Jameson, Stambik IBTC, Nigerian Breweries, from Masada, Floor Mills of Nigeria, International Breweries, Friesland Campina, Guinness, Terra Group, South African Tourism, Fan Yogo, House on the Rock, Reliance HMO, Samsung, Oando, Amatem, Indri, Total Energies, Bolt, Mamador, LG, Big Bull, Salonpass, PNG, UAC, Dabur India Limited, Cadbury, PalmPay, Nivea, Jumia, BetKing, Emirate Airline, MoneyPoint, Mocha Foam, Sterling Bank, Devon King, and many more. We assure you that our outstanding and timely service delivery will always be our priority as we offer more to serve you better.
Say hello, Lagos. Hello, Port Harcourt. Hello, Abuja. This is Kids FM, the family fun radio. Kids FM is packed with exciting drama, engaging games, inspiring stories, great music, and the kind of conversations that bring families even closer. From sunrise to sunset, we've got something special for everyone in the family. Kids FM is fun for children, cool for teens, and just perfect for parents. It's more than radio.
It's packed with educational content such as language shows, quizzes, storytelling, fun fact, and many more.
It's a family experience you can count on every single day. So, wherever you are, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, or anywhere around the world, you can tune in live on 101.7 Kids FM or stream online at kidsfm.ng. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at kids.fm.ng for all the fun updates, giveaways, and behind-the-scene moments. Kids FM, let's play!
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
Everyone says I'm beautiful and bold. They say I'm fashionable. And to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
People say I'm good looking, funny, hardworking, and to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
So whether in the office or at home,
in the streets or on the dance floor,
anytime, any day, I never lose my confidence. And the secret to my confidence is Wazobia perfume.
Absolutely. Wazobia perfume gives the authenticity and long-lasting fragrance all day. That's my secret confidence.
Wazobia perfume is available in body spray.
Also available in supermarkets and markets near you. Wazobia perfume, the correct scent.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back.
Activate. We are radioactive on 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Joyce.
What's that station again?
No. Here's one thing you need to know about yourself. So like here we did talk.
Yep, bullseye. That's the one.
You're listening with your opinions in your voice. Join the conversation on Nigeria's first talk radio station.
It is the police and the law enforcement agents you have endangered.
What does this tell you as a Nigerian?
Go to court is part of the corrupt architectural structure.
Somebody will see 100 billion and the court will ask the person to pay a fine. Even as a dead body, I will not vote for them.
The conversation never stops on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. It's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Today marks 5 years since the October 2020 Lekki Tollgate shooting, a night that left deep scars on Nigeria's fight for justice and police reform. Public affairs analyst Dr. Mujid Dahiru says justice remains unserved as the government continues to deny what happened. Speaking on Nigeria Info's Morning Crossfire, he criticized what he called attempts to obfuscate the truth, despite global evidence showing soldiers firing at peaceful protesters. In Abuja, human rights activist Omoyele Sowore and other protesters calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu were tear-gassed by security operatives this morning. A viral video shows the demonstrators chanting "Free Nnamdi Kanu now" before running for safety as gunshots rang out. The protesters had planned to march to the Aso Rock Villa, despite earlier warnings from the Nigerian police force not to stage demonstrations near the presidential area. Transport fares have shot up along the Nyanya-Maraba axis as the ongoing protest for Nnamdi Kanu's release caused a major traffic gridlock on Monday. The standstill left many residents stranded as they struggled to get to work, with several abandoning their vehicles to trek along long distances. Speaking to our correspondent, Bunwa Chinatu, some commuters lamented that the situation has disrupted their businesses and daily activities. They also accused the government of making life harder for ordinary citizens by allowing the road to remain blocked. And let's also tell you that the Free Nnamdi Kanu now protests aren't limited to Abuja. Similar demonstrations are taking place across all southeastern states. In Anambra, schools, markets, and public offices shut down in solidarity with the protests. Some parents and guardians said they received notices late Sunday informing them that schools would remain closed today. However, there's no order from IPOB for anyone to stay at home. And that's all the updates we have for you at this time. Thank you for listening. It is back to the Sunny Side with Joyce, right here at 99.3 Nigeria Info, and I am Yvonne Alhaifel. Thank you for your time.
If news is your quest, or gist your request, well, somewhere over your rainbows is the sunny side.
They better know it.
With Joyce. Activate. We are radio active on 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Joyce.
You are on the sunny side. And we're 99.3. This is Nigeria Info. Welcome if you have just tuned in. I'm glad you have a working means to connect to us. Nigeria Info, of course, you're on the sunny side. My name's Joyce, and we're live streaming on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM on YouTube. I also would like to quickly share with you something that Showere himself just posted about an hour ago happening. Hold on. Okay, so I lost my caller whom I thought could be waiting, but that's perfect. Just before I go right back to the telephone lines. Showere posted this video clip about an hour ago, and he says it's the manhandling of the press attempting to cover the protest.
I'll deal with you. I'm a media man. I'm a press man. I'm a press man. I'm a media man.
All right, so now this part of the video doesn't quite have an audio to it, so I'm going to attempt to describe what's showing at this moment. Indeed, he's a press person, and his camera has been broken. I guess whether we can call that a tussle or outright harassment by I'm not even sure now the agency personnel. But yep, he had the tag AFP. Indeed, it's Agence France Presse. AFP is a news outlet in France, so that was just an update posted by Showere himself, reporting that this is exactly how the personnel, the police force, or whoever may have the authority of the government is handling the situation on ground. We're talking a deeply sensitive conversation, particularly if we say we want justice and fairness. Well, we have been waiting for the government to arrive at what would appear to be the justice that Nnamdi Kanu deserves, particularly where the government is needing to speak for those who may have suffered the consequences of his opinions, his thoughts, his biases, his sentiments, right? Okay, but that hasn't happened for how long now? But also, this is amnesty season. Can we call it that? You must pardon me assuming that there is, let the man who has or who's guilty of an error be forgiven. And of course, it's been a conversation for a few days now, and we hear that the presidential pardon list is undergoing review. Feels like something. I don't know a classroom that would be run that way, because I thought you would have properly reviewed it before you put it out for public knowing. But yeah, so we're not even sure what's going to happen between now and then, but now that it's under review and some names for the kind of crime that's been committed, the presidency may need, if they decide, remember, it's the prerogative of the president to decide if he insists that someone should get pardoned, right? Okay, good. But we have also, we're all witnesses to the rehabilitation of terrorists described by the state, the presidency, the federal government of this country have tagged people terrorists and granted them amnesty. So maybe it's a worthy conversation to have, do you think, Nnamdi Kanu? And I did read out to you the charges against him. You can feel the weight of the charges against him. You decide whether you think the federal government has arrived at the time where he needs to be set free. There's a protest in his honor or in his name. Do you think he needs to be set free? Do you think the government needs to maybe consider extending a pardon to him? We're talking on Nigeria Info. Welcome. My name's Joyce. Good afternoon to you. So good to have you during our conversation this afternoon.
Good afternoon, Joyce. Good afternoon.
I'm with you. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here. Tell us your name and you go ahead. Okay, I cannot hear you. Maybe you'll make it back if you can. Nigeria Info, you on the sunny side. Thank you so much for being here.
Good afternoon, guys.
Afternoon. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Yeah, Francis here. Yeah, on the presidential pardon list review, it's quite sure clearly to the entire world that APC led administration are not ready to give us good governance. They're just in here to tarnish the image of this country, and I don't think we should allow this to continue. And on the matter of Nnamdi Kanu, just like Mr. Mba quietly said, you know, in the case of Igbo man in this country, they always treat it differently. And I don't know why. And we claim on paper to be one Nigeria. But can we be one Nigeria indeed, in reality? Why the case of Nnamdi Kanu has become a different matter when what is agitating for the same matter that Sunday Igboho was agitating for, and he had been let go. On the case of Nnamdi Kanu, he had been kept in prison for...
I don't. Do you think it's similar, Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu? I don't think that they're similar.
Yes, they are all calling for... Sunday Igboho called for Oduduwa nation.
Yeah, but he didn't call for... I don't think they're similar, to be fair.
They are similar. They are similar. They are similar. They are similar.
Did he call that people be killed?
That is what I cannot differentiate.
That's why we can't say that it's similar if he didn't say, "Oh, we're going out there to kill," or kill people. That's why I'm saying it's not similar.
Nnamdi Kanu never killed anybody.
Yeah, but the charges didn't say he killed. Excuse me. The charges didn't say he killed. The charges said he broadcasted and it was heard in Nigeria.
Is there evidence for that?
That's what the government say. They say that there is evidence for that.
There's no evidence for that. From my best of understanding.
So you think he should be granted a pardon, or he should be released, straightforwardly?
He should be released. He should be freed. Nnamdi Kanu is a Nigerian. He's a citizen of this country, and I don't think I've committed. Court of this country have asked the federal government to let him go. The reason why the federal government disobeyed the court order is one thing. I still need some legal personnel to come on the air and clear us.
Clear you of what?
They should let us know why the federal government keep Nnamdi Kanu in the prison after the court of...
That is a federal government decision. It's not... The government hasn't made public the reason as to why they're still having him detained.
But I don't think there's enough reason for them still keeping it after the court of competent jurisdiction have asked the federal government to let the man go.
All right.
Why are they still keeping him in the prison?
Yeah.
It's one thing I don't understand.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling me. I do appreciate it. The sunny side. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Tell us your name. Welcome.
My name is Ndubisi, calling from Janiki.
Good to have you.
Yeah, Auntie Joy. According to Mr. Mba, according to me that is speaking, I never believe that I'm a Nigerian because Nigeria never treats me to be a Nigerian. As far as I'm from Southeast, three Southeast man have never been treated as a Nigerian. We are here when Buhari was paying the penitent Boko Haram 30,000 every month. You are aware there, Auntie Joyce. Buhari paid them 30,000 naira. People that have killed people, destroy homes, destroy families. Buhari go ahead and pay them pension. How many IPOP that Buhari have paid money? We are here when Yaradua went to Niger Delta to give us the militants that kidnap the white people, that kill people with different type of ammunition. Yaradua give them ammunition, treat them well. Some men of them outside country to go and learn work. We are here in this country. Sunday Igboho was released. was released. Why Nnamdi Kanu? Because it's from Southeast. Nigeria never treats the Southeast as a one. There is one man called Gochukwu. When he always called, he said Nigeria has 3 constitutions. One for the Hausa, one for Yoruba, one for the Igbos. The Igbos that most marginalizing, wicked, punish as if we are not one. He said we are one. We are not one. I'm just here as a stranger. I am not a Nigerian. And I can never be a Nigerian until Nigerians treat me as a Nigerian. As Nigerians treat me as a one, as a belonging their son.
All right.
I will not take them as my country.
Thank you.
I said they're treating us as a slave.
Thank you. We'll have to give other people an opportunity to speak. All right?
Thank you. God bless you.
The Sunny Side, good afternoon to you. Welcome. It's so good to have you in our conversation.
Hello, good afternoon once again, Joyce.
Afternoon to you.
Yeah, this is the man. Let me just round off my thoughts.
Okay.
So that other people will talk.
I appreciate it.
Like I was saying before the time for news came, if you are opportune to see some footages coming in from Abuja, you will know that Nigerian government has executed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to a point that he has won that public sympathy that they never imagined he will get. Because Nigerians are now understanding that this is not persecution per se, he has any criminal issue, but just because of where he's coming from. They say injury to one is injury to all. In as much as they told us in law that it is better to free 100 criminals than to allow one innocent man to suffer unjust. That is the reason you see youth coming in their thousands. I developed good pimples. What I saw this morning, thousands of Nigerians are in Abuja protesting because an innocent man is being executed and they suffered. The truth remains like Ndubisi and Mba have said. There are laws for different people in as much as your ethnicity is involved. I've not been treated fairly and I can never have any reason to boast that I'm a Nigerian in as much as I'm an Igbo man. The reason why Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention is because he's an Igbo man. If you tell me the crime he committed, tell me that particular crime he committed to speak the truth.
I shared the charges. Did you hear the charges? It's necessary that you consider that, at least according to the federal government, what the government is holding against him, just so that we're clear.
Joyce, which charges? Which charges?
I'm reading to you the stance. I read to you the stance of the government.
Joyce, are you aware that on October 13, 2022, he was discharged and acquitted? Why must government of Nigeria decide to flout its laws? When you know a government that does not have respect for the rule of law, that is a call and a recipe for anarchy. How can a competent jurisdiction pronounce a persecuted individual innocent, discharged and acquitted? You continue to hold him just because of who he is, just because of where he's coming from. This injustice, at least one day, it must end. It must end, Joyce. They must obey the court order that gave them the pronouncement to release him, to discharge and acquit him. They said he must be taken back to where they kidnapped him. He was kidnapped. And under the law of kidnapping, you have to go for extradite. And when it is not on the pure cause of extradite, it means you kidnap somebody. And you can't be a kidnapper and you want to judge somebody who is innocent. The person that is innocent should not be standing for any trial. So if anybody is telling me about any trial or any charges, it is just a bunkum statement to keep an innocent man behind the bars. They must do what they should do to release him, because Nigerians are becoming very, very angry. People are invading villages, people are killing innocent people, occupying land, are rebranding and renaming a lot of communities. An innocent man who has been calling for fairness, equity and justice is being held, confined, then the key thrown away because of where he's coming from. But what I know
Thank you.
is that Nigerians are rising to speak the truth that everybody is aware of. Thank you very much, my sister.
Thank you so much for calling. You on the Sunny Side. Good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. You tell us your name. You can go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon, Joyce. This is Monday from Nigeria.
Good to have you, Emmanuel. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Mr. Joyce, I want to know the offenses and the offense of this man that it has committed at federal government of Nigeria. Start from Buhari. Buhari say want to have won the election and every time he wrote finish. Even I say Miloko. So the way this APC government is ruling under the Buhari administration and the Tinubu administration, I think Tinubu have guts to say that he parental pardon to people that killed almost thousands of Nigerians, mother is her husband, and what is the first of this man? Please, can you give me the answer?
Okay, well, I did shared it earlier. I can share it again if you need it to inform your judgment. So if you give me a moment, you want to hold the line while I share it?
Because what you are saying here is that it won't hurt that government. I'm telling you, the government is one-sided government. You can favor other places and other places marginalized, and it's not supposed to be.
Okay, well, yeah.
Look at what police is doing to the protest at Abuja now. Quite the condition of this country is quite pathetic.
Well, the one I played was a press person covering the event. That was not a protester. That was a press man. Well, thank you so much.
Let me tell you, I'm here. They are giving me reports on Abuja Direct. So it's not. I didn't even follow you or what you play earlier.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Well, if you're wondering, the charges against him, initially I think it was 13, and a judge struck out 8, remaining 5. So here's what's left. The government is pinning against Nnamdi Kanu. Committed an act of terrorism against Nigeria and its people by allegedly making a broadcast received and heard in Nigeria with intent to intimidate the population, threaten that people would die and that the world would stand still. That's one charge. Another charge, issued a death threat against anyone who flouted his sit-at-home order. As a result, banks, schools, markets, shopping malls, fuel stations domiciled in the eastern part of Nigeria did not open for business, and that also affected the economy both in the southeast and in Nigeria as well. That he professed himself to be a member and leader of IPOB, a proscribed organization in Nigeria. That's count 3. The 4th, inciting members of the public in Nigeria in furtherance of an act of terrorism against Nigeria and its people to hunt and kill Nigerian security personnel. Inciting members of the public, now this is the 5th one, in Nigeria to hunt and kill families of Nigerian security personnel. So here we are, 5 counts against him, and these are heavy allegations. But we've also had people who the government have termed or prescribed to be terrorists, whom the government has extended pardons to, and even much more than just pardon them, tried to rehabilitate them and took measures, spent money in a bid to rehabilitate them. So now that we have another president, and he is granting amnesty, is this a point where we ask him to? Well, no, he's granting mercy or pardons. So do we ask that the government to consider pardoning Nnamdi Kanu, or could I just release him, because every fact points to the fact that he is a man not maybe as guilty as has been adjudged, or even better, arrive at a conclusion if that's exactly what has to determine whether he is a free man or not. We're talking on Nigeria Info. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Tell us your name. You can go ahead.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Good to have you. Tell us your name. You go ahead.
Yeah, it's Emmanuel. I'm speaking to you from Epe.
Good to have you.
First off, I want to tell our South-Eastern brothers, they are not the only people marginalized in Nigeria. I am from Isoko. We are also marginalized. I'm suffering also. The average Yoruba man is also suffering. The Northerners most likely are the most poor region, of this country. The average Northerners, Northerner is even working as twice or as thrice as hard to make 1,000 naira a day. In fact, if you want to tell, if you want us to tell ourselves the truth, the poorest region in this country is the north. So the politicians are the only tribe, that are rich in this country. Let me settle that. Then, for the issue of secession, we are seeing what is happening in Cameroon today. The southern Cameroon fought so hard to leave Nigeria to go to Cameroon. If they were probably in Nigeria today, they would have been telling us, that their region is poor, they are marginalized also. What they are going through in Cameroon is hell compared to what is happening in Nigeria. So, for the fact that any region is in Nigeria...
Why are you talking about Cameroon? Why?
No, it's just for the people who are saying, who are making it look at, like the Southeastern, is marginalized to the extent of which they are not regarded as human. Then, let me come back to the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu has committed crimes. There are evidence, that the crime he committed, are terrorism. In fact, he influenced people like Samuel Ekpa. And what they did, lead to loss of life. Military men, civilians, children, women were killed because of their action. But Nigerian government from the days of Buhari especially has demystified what is called governance. That is why some of us are saying Nnamdi Kanu should be released. And I support his release 100%. Not because he hasn't committed any crime, but because you can't treat some people differently from Nnamdi Kanu. There are people who have committed the same crime that are even probably worse than Nnamdi Kanu, that are probably off the hook. If the government has made it look like political witch hunts in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, and if perhaps Nnamdi Kanu was from Kanu, maybe he would have been released. Now, it would have been to the credit of the to the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu if he had released Nnamdi Kanu before today, that is before this protest. Because I thought he would release him, for political glory. But the way it looks like, even if he released him today, which is after October 20, when this protest come up, people like Showore and Atiku are going to take the credit. Now, it's up to the leaders of the Southeast to work on Nnamdi Kanu's mentality if he is released, because it goes beyond just ordinary. If you are to ask me who is the personality of Nnamdi Kanu, I apologize to people who might be angry. I would say you should go for psychiatric test.
Why? The bandits didn't go for a psychiatric evaluation. They were rehabilitated. Do you think the government should do the same, which is exactly what they have done before?
Joyce, Nnamdi Kanu in detention is most likely not different from Nnamdi Kanu outside detention. Person telling his lawyers to keep quiet when he's talking. Of recent, something was happening. There is this video I listened to when he was saying he ordered a crowdfunding also, ordering things from prison. And there are some things he say even in prison that most likely look like he has not even really changed. But for the sake of equity...
Yeah, so why don't you rehabilitate him? Isn't that what we did with bandits? You rehabilitate them to bring about change. Why do you think Nnamdi Kanu's treatment should be any different from those we have rehabilitated and even gave,
Joyce,
incentive?
That is why I said it's left for the leaders of the Southeast.
No, it's not left to the leaders. The government did it. The government did it.
No.
More conversation.
Hold on a
more
second.
talk. More right after this.
Are you finding it difficult listening to your favorite talk radio Nigeria Info via the mobile app? Come closer. Let me fix that for you. Now, launch the app on your device. Click the 3 lines on the top left corner of the app. Look for settings in the drop-down menu and click on it. Turn on the first option that you see. Make sure you turn on the option that says always use highest quality available audio. Now that you have done that, close the app and relaunch it. Voila! I did it! Oh, sorry, you did it. Now you can enjoy your radio anywhere, anytime. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Are you ready to showcase your brand to the heartbeat of Africa's broadcasting industry? At Africast 2025, the premier gathering of broadcasters, content creators, and media innovators, your business gets the spotlight it deserves. From October 20th to 24th at the Balmoral Convention Center, Sheraton, Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria, thousands of industry leaders and decision makers will connect, explore, and invest in the future of broadcasting. Book your exhibition booth today and put your products, services, and ideas in front of the people who matter most. Don't just attend Africast 2025. Be seen, be heard, and be inspired. Visit www.africastexpo.com or email info@nbc.gov.ng to secure your registration now. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info Daily Winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
Let's be honest. This isn't the show for the faint-hearted. We don't do PR here. We do truth. We don't repeat headlines. We interrogate them.
If it's power, we question it. If it's policy, we break it down. And if it's propaganda, we cut right through it. Every story, every voice, every fact under the spotlight. Because Nigerians don't need noise, they need clarity. So if you're tired of spin and ready for sense, welcome.
I'm Mariana Cohn, and this is Hard Facts.
Nigeria Info 99.3. Let's talk. Welcome to 99.3 Nigeria Info.
ASU for the billionth time is on strike.
The constitution, we need to revisit it. The power is much on one man.
What are we going to do in our nation?
My question about these defections is, whose purpose or interest?
These people are de-educating Nigeria.
They are paying so much attention to themselves, not to national issues.
The position splits of an whole shift plan. They have come.
Nigeria seems to be one of the worst countries where you have leadership.
The day Atiku will say, Peter Obi, I support you. That is the day election will end.
No state governor threatening to send any of them that failed to wear a Shiwaju cap.
The biggest problem we have in Nigeria, it is the judiciary and I.
If you don't support the person, don't vote for him.
Every voice comes alive. Stay locked. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
If news is your quest, or gist your request, well, somewhere over your rainbows.
Over your rainbow!
Is the sunny side.
They better know it!
With Joyce.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome. We are live streaming on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM on YouTube, and welcome. I'm taking your commentary on what is an ongoing situation out there in Abuja. But prior to today has been an ongoing situation between, I guess, Nnamdi Kanu and the federal government, a situation that has touched on the nerves of Nigerians, particularly Nigerians in the southeast, and maybe now Nigerians who speak of justice and have, or at least look through the lens of what is fair, to ask for justice. Welcome. You have my telephone numbers. If you are going to call me through WhatsApp, the number is 08095975805. And I think it's also worth mentioning that we leave that line open, particularly for Nigerians who are outside the country. Otherwise, there's a telephone line for Nigerian listeners within the country, 020127709993. That's for the males, and for the females, 0201465719. Welcome to the show, The Sunny Side. Thank you so much for being here. The Sunny Side, good afternoon to you.
Hello, Joyce, good afternoon.
Welcome. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
I'm not calling from media. Yeah. Joyce, do you know that the worst military administration in Nigeria here is better than the best democracy administration in Nigeria? Yes. During the time of Abdul Salam, he released Obasanjo. Yes. Now, what is democracy? Democracy is free and fair to your people. Which protest that we protested here in Nigeria that is free, that government listened to his people. Then the people that they are leading say this is what you should do for them. Why can't you listen to them? You use them.
Hopefully able to make it back. This on your side. Good afternoon to you, Nigeria Info. Welcome.
Yes, good afternoon.
Thank you for being here. Tell us your name. You can go ahead.
This is Mr. Frank. You see, last week, is it not last week or last 2 weeks, you wanted to bring the matter about the police. So I just want you to use this one to remember. Look at what they are doing. Shooting people, tear gas. Shooting people. But so many injuries has been counted this morning. Look at how they are embarrassing people. When this camera or whenever, which one will I use now to qualify this thing? We'll be bouncing on them. They will be coming back for protest. Coming back to tell Nigerians to come ahead to go and protest. They will not know that Nemesis will catch them one day. There is no problem. For some people that are saying that we are one Nigeria, just tell me, if you come from Yoruba land here today, Tinubu has become a president of this country from Yoruba. Osibanjo has become a vice president from Yoruba. Obasanjo has become a president from Yoruba. Go to North, Abata, Abdulsalam, Babangida, Atiku has become the vice president. And so many other of them. How many have come out from the Southeast? How many vice presidents has come out from the Southeast? How many IGP has come out from the Southeast? How many chief of army has come out from the Southeast? How many controller general of custom has come out from the Southeast? DSS boss, EFCC chairman, how many of them has come out from the Southeast? Even INEC chairman, how many has come out from the Southeast? We are one Nigeria, Abi. There is no problem. If Tinubu thinks that what he is doing is good by holding that man there, and you know that this man, people love him, and you can never allow your own person to be perishing in jail. You keep quiet. It looks as if he doesn't have anybody. No. Nnamdi Kanu has people. He has people that loves him. If he hates him, Nnamdi Kanu, since you hate him, release him now. Is it because he's popular more than you? Is it because he's acting more than you? Is it because people respect him more than you?
I'm not sure what you're talking about at this point. What do you mean popularity?
When we talk of popular,
I mean, it's not necessary that you explain. I just don't think that that's anything worth considering.
No, when I'm talking about now, just it's not everybody that will be in this position now, and people will come out for him. But look at these people all over the whole world is coming out. Say, leave this man, he didn't do you anything. And I want to tell you that whosoever that writes all those quotations, saying that it is the laws that is holding him now, because that person must be an illiterate, because he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's writing. Why must we be writing 15, 13 charges against one man? What did he do? Can you provide evidence for all those things you have written? Who else can do it? All the whole people that you have been seeing, killing people.
All right, thank you.
Red-handed, saying all the whole thing. What did you do? You released them. But look at this man, you did not. You cannot even listen. You cannot even think because of he is a human being. You cannot even think because people are there to say, leave this man. You said no. There is no problem. In as much as
Thank you so much for calling us. I do appreciate it. Thank you.
Don't worry. Maybe more of this will still come. Thank you.
The Sunny Side, Nigeria Info. Welcome. I may have lost you. Please make it back. The Sunny Side, good afternoon to you. You're listening to Nigeria Info.
Hello, good afternoon, George.
Thank you for being here. You tell us your name. You can go ahead.
This is Eagle's Eye.
Go ahead.
Let me bring out a point. As for those that are thinking Nnamdi Kanu case is an Eastern issue or Igbo issue, me that I'm talking here, I'm from Isoko. But for Nnamdi Kanu case, I am telling anybody that is saying that they should take Nnamdi Kanu to any rehabilitation or psychiatric, they should first of all take all our politicians to psychiatric triple times before they would think of taking Nnamdi Kanu to any rehabilitation or psychiatric place. That man has been saying it from the beginning. Give me justice and fairness. I will drop the issue of Biafra. There is no fairness, there is no justice in Nigeria. That is why that man rose up to fight for his people. And one so-called, whatever they call themselves to be, they hold him captive there. And so people are saying, until it comes to their family or to themselves, when Nigeria issue has happened to them or their family, they will know that this is not a country. I always ask this question: is Nigeria a country? And if you claim that Nigeria is a country, are we one in this country? Thank you.
I appreciate you calling in. Thank you. You're on the sunny side, and my name's Joyce. Good afternoon to you. Welcome. I'd like to get your opinion on the
Good
matter.
afternoon, Joyce. My
Thank you
name
for
is
being
Robert.
here. Okay. Go ahead. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
My name is Robert. I said Emmanuel that called that says from Misoko. Me too. I am from there. It is not Nigeria that is marginalizing us. The Jaws and the Urobos are the one marginalized because as we speak now in Delta State, no Isukoma has ever become a governor in Delta State. It's not Nigeria. And besides, we are not majority tribe. The Igbos are the majority in Nigeria, okay? Udubisi called. He was crying. He's a strong supporter of Tinubu. Tinubu is so strong, he will become second time in government. It is not that that they are marginalizing the Igbos, are they? I don't understand when people call that begin to say type of thing. If not guilty of that civil war that he fought, why did he introduce the 3R? Reconciliation, rehabilitation, and reconstruction? Up to today, since that war, the Igbo has become enemy of Nigeria among the two tribes. That's the truth. Because this power is being shared between the Hausa and the Yoruba. That is what is happening in Nigeria. That is why when Nnamdi Kanu started this, he did not say he won't Biafra. It is the marginalization. Give my people, let them become president of this. That is what the man said, was agitating for. Abi? So what are we talking about? Jonathan that rule, he was just opportune because somebody that was in his world died. That was in his life. He would have not tested that thing. We have militants who have taken weapons against Nigeria. People like Tobolo and Co. They have been given a message. You remember Tobolo donated 10 billion of recent to Delta State governor. These are people that carry arms against this country. In Boko Haram, they gave them a free hand to. What are we talking about here? Somebody is saying they should release that man. Igboho has been released. Let them release Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. That is my own contribution this afternoon.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Joyce.
you so much. I do appreciate the. Thank you. That was so quick. Let's also manage time and give other people an opportunity to speak. Welcome, Nigeria Info. It's good to have you join our conversation. Tell us your name real quick and go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Sam.
Welcome, Sam.
Yeah. So, in as much as we are trying to, fight against injustice, let's not forget that, a man that has committed a crime is being held by the Nigerian government. And I'm not trying to justify the fact that they are releasing bandits or, trying to caress them or whatever the Nigerian government is doing with terrorism. So in as much as we are trying to, the man committed lots of crimes in the southeast. His case should have been judged, or if they had wanted to sentence him, he should have been sentenced, and the trial should have been carried out for long. But they keep shifting this trial, and keep making it difficult. And when trial keeps going on like this, you start to think about it the other way around, that what is actually going on. There is no fairness in this case here. There is no fairness. And what the Nigerian government is doing, the Nigerian government is, I don't think they're actually afraid of the Nigerian populace here. What they are doing is, they are pushing Nigerians. When they keep pushing Nigerians, and they are trying to see the limits we can get to before we can react. And fortunately for them, Nigerian citizens, the Nigerian populace is the best populace that a corrupt government can govern, because they will never react. To Nigerian citizens, there is nothing called hitting rock bottom. After they hit rock bottom, they keep digging. And I want to say something here. For Showore, Showore that is always, that guy is never to be trusted. That guy has his own agenda. My own is that when Nigeria is ready, Nigeria does not need a Showore to lead a protest. Nigeria does not need anybody to lead a protest. When the Nigeria populace is ready, Nigeria will move to that Aso Rock or the government house in Lagos or wherever. I laugh when I hear people talking about tribalism and this and all that. You see all these people calling your station, supporting the government because they are Yoruba, they are from the north, they are this, they are that. These people, they are not benefiting anything from the same government. They are going to the same market. But all what they are doing is they are just, I don't know, maybe their parents sending them to school was like a mistake, because you acquiring like a formal education, you should be able to distinguish between these two. I don't know if you're hello?
I'm with you. Maybe
Yeah,
it's a matter
yeah,
of
they should
conscience. Maybe it's not necessarily intelligence. Maybe it's a matter of conscience. Maybe the conscience is alive, or maybe the conscience is asleep or dead. So do you think Nnamdi should be released, or do you suppose that the government should try him and put him in prison so at least we know what we're dealing with here?
If the government want to continue the impunity, they should release him. Since they are releasing kidnappers, releasing drug lords, Tinubu has released all his fellow drug.
Well, I want
drug
to appreciate you saying that, please. I think it's not. I don't want you to say that here on the radio.
Okay,
I
sorry,
wouldn't tolerate
take it
that.
back,
Thank
but
you.
No, I take it back. But we all know what it is.
Thank you so
we
much
all
for
know
calling,
what
really. I do appreciate. Thank you. The sunny side. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Thank you for being here. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Amos.
Welcome,
I'm calling
Amos.
from
Real quick.
Ikeja.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to Showore for what he's doing. I know a lot of people are saying so many things, maybe chasing crowds, using it for political, whatever.
Okay, I must interrupt you here. Your connection is rather bad. You're going to have to hang up and please call back. Just so we can hear you clearly, okay? If you can do that, I'll appreciate. Thank you. Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Welcome.
Hi, Joyce. I agree too.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Did you call me earlier?
Rapush is my name.
Did you call me earlier?
No, I'm just calling for the
Okay,
first
all right, real quick, because I want to give people, because the telephone lines are overwhelming.
No, for over a month. I'm just calling for a month.
I'm glad you're here. Thank you.
I traveled, yeah.
Welcome back.
All right. Well, I think Nnamdi Kanu should be released. It's been long due. He's released. But, for now, I will ask question, who is holding Nnamdi Kanu? Because I think 13th of October 2022, the court have set him free, acquitted. But he's still there. So I'm surprised.
You shouldn't be. You would know why he is there, right? Do you suppose he is there of his own volition?
No, but the court, we say we are on the rule of law, and the court has set him free. Now, there you are. The court has set him free. And, under during late Buhari, he was set back to prison again. No, I'm confused, because the court, we are following rule of law, has set him free. So he's supposed to be set free. Then let the gentleman. Let him go. Other tribes have made outrageous statements that will put this country in fire. But they are walking freely. Yeah, we all know that. So they should release the gentleman. Let him go.
Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
Really, I appreciate it. Nigeria Info, you're on the sunny side. Hello.
Hello, Joyce.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Hello?
Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Yes, my name is Tony. I'm calling you from Ikeja.
Good to have you, Tony.
Yes. I suppose that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. If every offenders are getting their release and freedom, his own should not be exceptional. They should release it. And another thing I want to say is this. Myself, as I talk to you, I'm an Igbo man. I'm from Imo State, Owerri precisely. Our people, the Igbos, are even the one holding Nnamdi Kanu more than the federal government. Ask me why. Hello?
Go ahead. We're here.
Yes. You see, there have never been strong statements from the eastern elites about Nnamdi Kanu. The governors who have in the East are whining, dining, just for their own personal benefit from the central. None of them have said, this our brother is being there unjustly. Let's see what we can do to get his freedom. Instead, whoever you call or whoever you hear talk about him, he will tell you that he has no hands in it. They should allow the court. When they are aware that the court has released him severally, even to the extent of a Supreme Court. Recently, Soludo said he washed his hands off. Now, the president who is holding Nnamdi Kanu will go to the East. The Igbo elites will line up to shake hands with him, forgetting that he is the one holding their son. They can't tell him that this man you are holding is our own. Release him. Or even their body language will show the president that they are not happy with him. Things like that. So, what I will appeal to the Igbos, especially the elites in Igbo land, they should try their best to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is released. When you see the East, governors from the East defecting to APC, wearing Tinubu cap and the gown, whereas their brother is languishing in prison unjustly, without no reason. You understand? Just because of their belly, their stomach. All the governors who have in the East, they are the ones to be held accountable.
The federal government say that they have a reason to have him detained. But the very same, but the government also has given amnesty to people that they have prescribed as bandits. So is it fair to also extend amnesty to Nnamdi Kanu or mercy to him, given that, even the very government has given pardons to people whom they themselves have categorized as bandits and terrorists in this country?
Of course. And most of them even linked to bandits and Boko Haram, whatever. Most of them, they are in corridors of power today. We all know them. And yet, the man that they haven't done anything to them is the person they are holding, just to make a statement, to portray their hatred for a particular tribe.
So again, it's not the offense or the charge against Nnamdi is not to them. The country is saying that Nnamdi Kanu committed an offense against the country Nigeria. So in a breath, even the federal government is speaking for you. Do you understand that? I did share the charges. Yeah, they're speaking on your behalf as well.
The federal government of Nigeria never have the interest of Nigerians at heart for once. If not so, Nigerians won't be suffering when where we have government. So they are not speaking for anybody. The federal government, let me tell you, as I stand, I run my life and my family life as if we don't have government in Nigeria. Because there's no benefit from government. I built my own house, I made my own street, I put my own light, I did everything. I trained my children in school, everything. In private school, I know what I pay. Yeah. So Nigeria, as it stands, it doesn't seem like a country that has a government.
Thank you so much for calling me. I do appreciate. Thank you. The sunny side. We have about a few more minutes before commercial break, and I thought you should know that and maybe get to our points as quickly as possible. The sunny side. Nigeria Info. Welcome.
Hello.
I am here. Thank you. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Joyce.
Afternoon to you. Thank you for being here.
This is Boyesin calling from Afromedia. Yeah. My dear sister, all this while, I've been wondering, what has this man called Nnamdi Kanu, what has he done that every other person has not done? Why this unnecessary hatred against a tribe? That's the way I look at it. Otherwise, people have spoken. A lot of people have released this man to douse tension, especially in the southeast. You refuse. Successive governments refuse. You charge him to court, label so many allegations against him. Yet the court has said, release this man. Yet don't find anything reasonable in that. Is that the best way to go?
I don't know. Do you think the government should try him quickly?
Well, look, Joyce, listen to me. As I see the whole scenario, a particular tribe is being hated. Allow these people to go. You refuse them to go. Accommodate them very well. You don't want to accommodate them. Allow them, whatever. I don't know the rationale behind all this. As Nnamdi Kanu, has he committed any offense that no other man has committed in this country? What about the northern side? What about the people that they've given so-called amnesty so far? What? Amen. Let's juxtapose this now. Huh?
All right.
Why keep this man in solitary confinement? It is bad. It is bad. What is bad is bad. That's all I can say. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you calling in. I'm going to give this moment to a final caller. Nigeria Info. It's good to have you join our conversation. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon to you. Real quick, tell us your name. Go ahead.
This is Chris.
Welcome, Chris.
The police is quick to fire tear gas at peaceful protesters, right? Maybe they chase them out of their barracks. Almost 2 years now. Which of those barracks have they rebuilt? You see them squatting here and there. But it should get to their turn. Maybe one of their senior officers was crying on that day. After 35 years, was paid $2 million. Was crying.
They are following orders. I guess that's what they're doing. They're following orders.
Oh my God. No problem. It will get to their turn. That's my belief. And for Nnamdi Kanu, I said it. What happened to El Mustafa? That's what is happening to Nnamdi Kanu. You know, Obasanjo locked him up. The keyboard. Yaradua come release those guys. Government is a continuum. What stopped this man from releasing? He was at Onitsha the other day. All the OBs, all the all of them gathered. They were clapping. They didn't mention anything about Nnamdi Kanu. That visit. The other day, the secretary advisor to governor of Enugu at the camp APC said, yes, the man in charge have done a lot for the Igbos. Just 2 days ago, in your radio, the guy, they interviewed him. Pressman, what advisor he is to the governor. Oh, he has done a lot. This morning, again, I hear in the news that the Easterners are complaining. The pipeline project, they sidelined them. And there's no vacancy in Anambra, in Azurok, especially the former governor of Ebonyi State.
All right.
Jockeying here and there. They were supposed to talk. Stood their ground, no. The Afenifere is fight for Sunday Boho when he was in the government, whatever. But these people, no, because of Afodemba. Ngige them, Rochas them, where are they today? Joy Bukwe them, where are they? They will get to their turn. That romance, that these two major tribes are romancing themselves over Nigeria affairs. I've been saying it. It will get sour.
Do you suggest that the government release him or finalize the trial?
Let them release him. Those guys in the north who are displaying their weapons, who get pardon and whatever, they pay them some millions. What is the difference? They should release him.
All right.
Thank you, Joyce.
Sure. Thank you. 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. We're looking at time, and time suggests in a few seconds we're off on a break. I want to thank you so much for having your company. We're off on a break at 2 p.m. We bring you the headlines on Nigeria Info. My name's Joyce.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
As we mark another client service week, Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Nigeria Info, Kids FM, and Ariwa Radio want to thank and appreciate
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.